Hey everybody, Joe waking up kind of 5 minutes ago. However, today I'm going to do the pillow method. I thought it was more interesting to do than the rules. It just had a little bit more background to it and a little bit more information. Um, so, one of the disagreements that I'm having right now, and I mean, it's not like a huge disagreement, but my mom and I are disagreeing on if anybody knows about Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Kneeling for the or sitting and kneeling for the national anthem. Um, my take on it is I just don't. It doesn't affect my life. Like I would understand if it affected my life a little bit more, but it doesn't really affect my life. So I'm in the perspective of he can do whatever he wants. I know it's disrespectful, but I just don't think it affects my own life. Um, how am I right and the other person's wrong? That's exactly what my point would be to my mom. It's just I don't, especially with her too. It's not affecting her life. Um, Going to work every day, doing her job, coming home. Same with my dad. So like, don't let somebody give you more power that doesn't deserve it. Explain how the other person's position is correct or at least is understandable. I mean, my mom's, don't tell her I said it, but my mom's like 59 years old, so it's like for her to see these professional athletes make multi-million dollars, especially Colin Kaepernick, he's making well over $10 million a year, and seeing that they can't just stand and honor the country or at least fake it. Um, she like I understand her perspective of how she would just think it's rude or just disrespectful to people that have gone overseas and fought for our country. Um, um, but yeah, I can see her perspective on why she would just consider it to be a dishonor to our country. Um, Show that they are both correct or understandable. Um, I mean, in both of our positions, I think we have good points, but mine's just more simplified. Mine's just plain and simple. Like I'm still going to get up like I am now, post for this beautiful class, and go to work and come home. So I'm just not gonna let it affect me. I've been hearing about it all too much anyway. Um, but at the same time, like from my mom's perspective, like people need to understand, especially Colin Kaepernick once again, his freedom level is in the things he can say being a quarterback in the National Football League are ridiculous. Like he has more freedom than most of us confidently say we have. So like it's kind of ironic or like weird that he's the one to protest. I mean, I would like to see professional athletes give back to their community a lot more just because they make the millions of dollars. And if they want to make a change and do something about it, that's what I think should be our first step is go back to your own communities and make statements or donations. Um, Describe at least two ways in which the elements developed in the positions, 1 through 3, affect your relationship. Describe at least one way in which the issue is less important than originally described. Um, at first, when it happened, um, it kind of caused some issues with my mom and I just because we would fight over it. Like, because, like, I mean, it's talked about, like, on ESPN or CNN News, the two uh, shows we watch most, like, all the time. So, like, right away, I didn't really try to get my point across as much to her. I would just basically tell her, like, you're being stupid. Um, so that caused some gray areas. Um, but now we're kind of getting to our neutral agreement, which is nice about how like I can see eye to eye with her and she somewhat can see eye to eye with my point. And I mean, it's just dying down a little bit, but it's created a good conversation, and I would love to have that conversation with many of you guys about what you think about it, and I would love to hear your opinion about it. I'm not gonna just shoot you down and say you're wrong, but I'd like to hear some takes on what you think of these professional athletes, primarily Colin Kaepernick, not standing for the national anthem. Because, like I said, I understand. I know it's rude and I know it's disrespectful to the people that have served. And ironically, 9/11 was just a couple days ago. So I understand, especially if you have a loved one that either passed or has gone over to fight for our country, I'd understand. But at the same time, just from my personal experience, personal perspective, that's why I probably don't see eye to eye with it. It's just because I'm still going to do the same routine every day, and I'm not going to let some random $12 million quarterback affect me. Excuse me. Wow. But that's my take on it. You guys have a good day.